Hey, how's it going everyone? Teysind here, and today I want to talk about, do you collect or purchase sealed video game merchandise? This is a topic I've been wanting to do for a while in terms of merchandise that I collect, but recently Gundam Russ from Gundam Russ Gaming did an awesome video on do you collect sealed video games, and I thought I'd love to do a video response to this and incorporate video games as well into them. So yeah, please check Gundam Russ in the link below. He does some really cool reviews, pickups, etc. And also what I really loved about his reviews and opinions is he's very open-minded, and he talks about, other people may have these sort of reasonings or they may do it this or that way. And he's very respectful of that too. And I think that's important in the gaming community because often we see people or communities within this one big gaming community clash, PS4, Sony, this and that. And I feel the most important thing is about, understanding the differences and sort of, respecting it at the same time. So definitely check his channel out. He also just recently hit 500 subscribers, so go give him a big congratulations there. But yeah, kicking things off. So starting with video games. Do I collect sealed video games? No, I don't. And that is because I really only just purchase games that I want to play, and obviously in doing so, if I keep them sealed, I can't play them. However, in saying that, going into the future, if I were to ever come across a game that I already own in some form, it is a pre-HD console, so we're going back to GameCube before, PlayStation 2 before, and I do just by chance come across a sealed copy for relatively cheap, at least comparatively, I might get it, obviously talk about price in mind. But then going into sort of like another area, do I purchase games sealed? So in terms of brand new, if I get a game brand new, I always try and get it sealed. If it's not sealed, then is it really brand new? Things like, especially with games that have DLC codes in them, collector's editions especially, and even just games, sometimes or a couple of times I purchased a game brand new and it wasn't sealed and the game actually wasn't working. It makes me wonder, did someone buy it and they had a change of mind because maybe it was faulty, or something happened and they returned it. I've seen fingerprints on games that haven't been sealed. It could just be the people at the store putting it in. But still, I don't want that with my games that I get. And then also, in terms of second-hand games, would I purchase them sealed? This is with the intention of opening them. I've never had that in the past intention, but recently, I happened to just find Final Fantasy Type 0 Collector's Edition sealed for only $5 more than the cheapest unsealed copy I could find. So with that in mind, I was like, well, I might as well just pay the extra $5 from someone else, which I haggled to get for the extra $5 only, and get a sealed copy, which then I can open up and know that, I'm opening up for the first time. Again, it's not something that I want to keep sealed because I want to get right into this stuff. But yeah, in a situation like that, well, I might as well get the sealed because there's sort of that guarantee, especially with secondhand items, at least being sealed, there's a better chance that, nothing's wrong with the stuff inside. Going on to merchandise. Now, it depends on the merchandise, but I'd like to start with Playarts figures. These are going back to sort of the original ones. Stuff like, as an example, this Kingdom Hearts 2 Sora figure. I always keep these sealed. If I'm buying them new, which you can't get them new anymore, but I would never unseal them. Reason being is because I only purchase these to display them and look at them. They're not figures, or they're not figures that I guess they're not figures I'd play with, and I don't really play with figures. Back when I was a kid, I used to love playing with toys and stuff, but they're much cheaper compared to figures like these. And also, in terms of displaying, I don't need to take this out of the box display. One, because it's all shown here, it's an open display case, and two, then I'm going to have to find space to put the figure as well as find space to put the empty box, so it actually just goes against me. Second hand wise, like I was saying, sometimes these figures, I've had one instance where I purchased one and just like the joints were broken on one of the figures. It was a Final Fantasy X Auron figure Playarts, so I was like, if I'm getting them sealed, then at least there is this much, I know that, or they're much less likely to have anything, done to them. So I was like, that's always the way to go. Again, it all comes down to the costs versus, cost versus rarity and stuff like that. If I'm not getting them sealed, I prefer to buy them in person off someone so I can at least take the figures out and look at them. But then obviously going on to other figures, as you've seen my Dragon Ball Z figures in previous videos, they're ones that are in boxes where there's no sort of, you can't even see the item at all. So in that case, I want to be able to display that item in some form, so I always open them straight away. That also goes on to things like the Play Arts Kai figures now. Although they have sort of like a door on them, you can open and display it. I don't have any room to be able to open that door, so I love to take them out so I can actually display those ones. But I do prefer these older original Play Arts where you can just see them like that. And then going on to other merchandise like pins is one example. I just recently picked up the Last Guardian pin. This came from PAX Australia 2016. And yeah, again, I have no need or interest in pinning them on anything. I just want them to own them because it's from a series I love. Same goes with the Kingdom Hearts pins. So, you know, I'd like to keep them sealed. And that's, you know, it's a very simple thing and stuff. They're not like video games where, like, you know, if you keep them sealed, there is that, you know, there's the detriment of not being able to play that game unless you purchase another copy. So yeah, let me know in the comment section below what you think. Do you collect anything sealed, games, merchandise, etc.? There could be other different forms of merchandise that I haven't mentioned, you know, things that I don't collect that you may find that are better sealed and stuff. Again, everyone has a different opinion and experience, so, you know, I'd love to sort of hear what you guys all think and sort of learn about, you know, different reasons and stuff. And even the prices, let me know. Do you ever have any trouble coming across things sealed, or have you ever had a time where you've just found an awesome collection or game sealed for just dirt cheap? That'd be awesome to find out. But yeah, anyways, thank you so much for watching, everyone. Thanks for sharing, subscribing, and until next video, stay spot on.